Yo, I've currently beat the game in Arknights Endfield, and I want to tell you what my daily free-to-play checklist is on everything you should be doing in Arknights Endfield as a free-to-play player, just any player. Honestly, this can help anybody in the game. It's just like the free-to-play title is like, that's what I went for. I don't know. It's something that's been done before, so I'm kind of doing that with Arknights. We go through all the stuff you can do in the game, you know, all the stock exchange, all the resources you can get, all that type of stuff. I'm currently level 49 in the game right now, going on to level 50, and I have my characters currently at Ascension 80. Trying to build up to level 90, but the whole thing is though, like getting your characters to 90, right? There's no combat content in the game besides like the bosses, right? So like I feel like level 80 is probably choke right now, and getting gold gear is probably like more important. Now I have the materials to get gold gear, but I actually saved them for making this video, and I'm going to be crafting gold gear as well in this video, because you need 128k to build a whole team of gold gear, because you know 8k times your whole team, each person needs 4 pieces. And yeah, anyways, starting with stuff you can do. First of all, there's your dailies in the game, right? I mean, that's a no-brainer. Make sure you do your dailies. If you press F8, or if you go into the operation manual menu, there's a whole bunch of dailies. I feel like they really need to improve the dailies in this game. With there being so much to do in the factory system, dailies should take literally like 2 seconds. Kind of reminiscent of Zenless. I feel like Zenless Zone Zero has the best dailies I've played in any gacha game. You literally sign in and you finish all your dailies in like 3 seconds. Even spending your stamina takes like 3 seconds, your sanity. This game, spending sanity also takes a long time. Sanity is also another daily thing you should be doing, but another thing that you can do in terms of getting materials here is going to the, hold up, let me make sure that I have this open here, is going to the Enfield website here for your daily sign-in. I'll try to remember to link this in the thing. I always forget though. If I forget, just comment and yell at me to put this link in the comments. You can sign in on this. They have like a sign-in web event thing. I'll be honest though, I haven't been doing this. I mean, you do get a reward for the first 3 sign-ins, which is pretty good. It gives you like 1 pool, but like overall, you're kind of mint picking doing this web event, because you don't even get a full pool from a whole month of doing this, which is insane. That's like insane FOMO they're trying to hit you with. So I would recommend just getting your first 3 sign-ins, then after that you're chilling. You don't really got to do more. That's just in my opinion. Obviously you can keep going if you want, but that's just my thoughts. That's just my, you know, my 2 cents on the whole ordeal there. But other stuff you could be doing in the game, adjusting your factories and everything, making sure your outputs and all of that are going good, selling your materials that you're getting to your NPCs in here. For example, like I need to sell, you know, syringes to the construction site here. You know, I sell some syringes, I get some money when I log on to the game. You know, pretty simple, pretty easy, and so on there. Other things is, yeah, just checking your factory, all that type of stuff. I don't know what is going on in my, something broke in my factory. I'll check it out later though. Next thing I have written down is spending sanity. A lot of people ask me what you should be spending sanity on as you're progressing through the thing, as you're progressing through the game. I just recommend leveling up your characters. I'm not gonna lie. Literally just level up your characters, get your ability matrix. I highly recommend focusing on only one team, especially if you're a free-to-play player. If you're like a paid player, like maybe you have like more materials or something, you can focus on more teams. But I highly recommend focusing on only one team. I've been playing only the Lightning team, and like I can't even level up everyone. Also, my Perlica is at level 67 when I ran out of materials. Isn't that crazy? Anyways, next thing you can also spend sanity on though is essences for your weapons here, and this is super late game, so I'm not going to go too in depth on this, but that is something you can spend your sanity on as well in these energy alluviums. Getting essences for your weapon gives you stats and pretty much just helps your characters do more damage, but that's for another video talking about like gearing and stuff like that. Now, another thing a lot of people don't know that you can do in the game is every day in your acquisition center, there's a credit store. I think you unlock, I don't know when you unlock this. You unlock this like sometime between level 20, 30, 40, one of those two. And you can get 300 credits every day from this, but you can get even more credits from doing stuff in the DJing, like supporting your friends on your friends list and everything. Like this costs 420, right? And I don't have enough, so I'm gonna go over to the DJing right now, and I'm gonna be able to get more so that I can actually go and buy that. So we're gonna go in here, and we'll go in here, and then bam. Bro, Seribot been sleeping, no? Where's Seribot at? Supposed to be nuking the bots. Yo, what is this DJing loading screen? 99999 MS. My internet can go out again? Surely not, right? My internet went out earlier, and that was not it. Oh, I forgot to have the Maple Story jazz music in the background. I kind of wanted to have that. I'll just have the Arknights music in the background. Why not? Can you change your name on Arknights yet? No, not as far as I know, no. While talking about supporting your friends on DJing, let's also talk about all the stuff you can do on DJing. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Just make sure you check your plants for whatever timers you have set for them. As you level up your like cabins and stuff like that, they take more time to build, or if it's like higher rarity materials, they got some Clash of Clans timers on these. I'm not gonna lie. I also feel like there's no reason you have to walk to these places to actually like interact with them. It makes no sense. Like, you can, if you add a control panel, you can interact with any of the control panels on the map, right? But you have to go to a control panel, and the teleporters are like far enough away from them where you always have to walk to it. I don't know why they have that. It makes no sense, in my opinion. I feel like that's a bad design philosophy. But yeah, anyways, you can go in here, check your growths, and make sure you get the plants. Thought my game was about to crash. The game do be crashing. Yeah, check your cabins, make sure you get all of your growths and stuff like that, and you know, just see what's going on here. Maybe you need to change out your characters, maybe you need to upgrade your cabin so that I can upgrade my cabin. I'll probably do that. Get your materials out of this, you know, make sure you have it max, check the mood of your characters. That's good stuff to check. Speaking of upgrading the cabin, I will actually do that real quick. Definitely can upgrade this cabin real quick. Damn, how long is this cutscene though? I thought we were just upgrading that bad boy. There we go. Also, my game says I'm using a calm 100% of my CPU. Solid, you know, we're just burning through that bad boy. Other thing you can do in the DJing, by the way, is you can go to like your characters that you see on the map, and they either can give you a gift or you can give them a gift, and it gives you like the reputation or trust for them, they call it in this game. And trust for characters does actually give you stats, so that is something you can, like, you know, slowly but surely work on, you know, and get like some rewards there. Like, she just gave me 2 fire buckle powder. And I think that's about it for the DJing. Oh, there's also boosting other people's ships and stuff. If you go into one of your friends' bases, you know, you can like boost their production and give them production tickets. Yeah. Leaving the DJing though, and going into back to wuling and Valley 4 here. Let's start at Valley 4. Let me just go to like my hub or something. This chunk might take mad long to load. 20 level 50 already. Yo, what's up, MILF Magnet? Yeah, we're grinding here. We're grinding here. I'm currently recording a free-to-play or just daily routine video in Arknights Endfield. Everything you should be doing in the game. So yeah, that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about today. They be really pumping to load up these screens though for the factories. All right, there we go. Yeah, so now everything that you can do in terms of Valley stock bills. So the biggest thing, right, is I'm gonna have to go back to GJank for an example. The stock redistribution updates every day, right? But just because it updates every day doesn't mean you always want to buy from it every day, because you may have bad sales in here, right? So, for example, you check out all the things right here. You want something to be low priced and it also lost a lot of its previous price. So this one for 1,000, for example, we're gonna hope that someone has a good sale in this bad boy. But as you upgrade your stock redistributor bunny guys all around the map, you can purchase more of this. So you could save up to have 960 and just spend all 960 in one day. So that's why I'm saying you don't have to do this every day, but you could do it every day if you have good sales every day. So I'll check out what we got going on here. Maybe I have a crazy buy. Hold up. We've got a 319% from Gotcha Smack. Holy, we'll take that. Hold up, we gotta check out the other ones though. We gotta check out the other ones. See what they got going on. You know, we go around and we check everything. 148, that's buns. We don't want 148s. That's absolute cheeks. 204, that's kind of buns. Okay. 241. That's like okay, but that's still kind of buns compared to what we have. We're probably gonna take the 1051. Yeah, 140. These are all pretty buns. I mean, we'll check out the 1762. You know, just to go through everything. Yeah, they're all buns. They're all buns. So we'll go in here, and I'm gonna buy 50 of these bad boys, right? And we're gonna take all of those. Bam. Now that I have all of those, we're gonna go to my Witch Mining Craft here, right? And we're going to friend's price, and you want to click on the person, and you want to click visit friendship, and you could collaborate. You could collab this as well as when you go to your friendship. You could also boost their stuff. I'm not gonna do that though, but you know you could do that as well. Dude, these loading screen from DJing and going back to the world. This is the longest thing, bro. Anyways, well, you know, this is going to be the longest portion of the video. It's just me loading, DJing, and going back and forth. So yeah, you go over here, stock redistribution terminal, right? And you go to whichever one you did it, wuling or Valley 4. Don't forget to do your wuling one as well. I'll still do that in the video. But we're doing Valley 4 for right now, okay? So you sell that bad boy. I'm making 213K off of the 1,000 I just bought, which is very good, you know? Nice, easy, bam, 213K. We make big money, sir, okay? Anyways, now we got that, okay? You can also boost up your friends, but I'm pretty sure you have to, like, walk over there. Oh, yeah, there's also this clue thing. I forgot to write that down. I think you have to do that at your base, though. Hold up, 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 hold up. Why do you have to go so far, though, to boost your friend, though? I just thought about it. You low-key have to, like, run, like, mad far, no, to boost them? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. The idea is there, but the execution is not. It is what it is. It is what it is, boys. It is what it is. All right. Next thing, though. Next thing you can do. Oh, wait. You don't have to leave. Okay. You can just click production assist. There you go. If you just press the menu that opens up the screen, was Y for me on keyboard, you can do that. And as you see, I get the credits. Now that I have the credits, I can go into, after I end my visit. Be honest, is this game good? I've been enjoying it a lot. I've probably put like 40, 50 hours into the game already. Alright, so now that we did that, I can come back over here to the acquisition center and I can go to the credit store and now I can buy these weapon banner pools. Bam! Okay, and that's going to be the only thing I buy. That's the most valuable thing here though, even though there's some purple sanity mats. You get the idea. Now that we've done that, finished one of my dailies, which is logging into the game. See, I feel like doing any of those things should give you daily points, in my opinion. I don't know why they don't. Like, there's no reason that you do that and you don't get any daily points at all. But next thing we can talk about is the depot delivery. So you go into the depot node here. You can actually do other people's jobs and you can do your own jobs as well. And you can send them off to people, or you can just do other people's jobs, and it gives you both the materials. So I'm going to accept this guy's job here, right, for 155K, and we're going to track it. I have to go to the power plateau, it's saying, so we're going over to the power plateau here. All right, then we're going to go, and we're going to do this guy's delivery, and it's going to give us both the materials, which is massive. Anything I should expect, King? There is a lot of factory and base building. If you've ever played Death Stranding, Minecraft Modded, Factorio, Satisfactory, any of those type of games, there is a lot of that gameplay in this game. And then the combat, I would say the closest thing is probably Zenless, but it's still very far from Zenless because it's like not nearly as fast or anything, but like a lot of how the mechanics work, like the application of the elements and stuff, I would say is most similar to Zenless's combat. But they have a very, very unique combat that's more like Final Fantasy. But yeah, anyways, so doing this depot here, and we're just going to grab this bad boy. Now this depot, I'm not gonna lie, depending where it's at, sometimes I'd be lazy and I just teleport. We're gonna check where it's at though. Right now it's in the parking lot. That's good. When they be having me go up here, I just be teleporting. I don't care. You only lose like 20K. 20K is nothing, I'm gonna be honest, you know. Time is money. Time is money, money is time. You know what I'm saying? It's simple. Simple, not complex. Simple, not complex. Did I set up a zipline pylon here? Nope. This zipline is here for literally no reason. Who put that there? Who put that there? This guy just putting his ziplines for no reason. So we're gonna go ahead and deliver this bad boy. You have to deliver by walking. If you have zipline, these things are set locations. You can set up a zipline to go to it, but I haven't done that yet because I just sit in the factory all day. All right, but we finished the delivery, and as you can see, that gives you even more credits, and that gave me 155k stock bills for just some resources and materials, which is massive. Speaking about other stuff you can do daily, collecting your recycling station. You can go around the whole map and collect all of your birds, and you can set up zip lines to go to these. I haven't done that personally. I just go to it and gather the resources when I need to upgrade something. And I have, my inventory is full, so I can't even collect this one. I have a bunch of garbage in here, man. I do not need any of this. There we go. And bam. Okay, there's another daily locked in down. Another thing you can do daily, grabbing your leveling materials. Massive. You can go on the map and you can collect all of these rocks and everything. That is not it. These, your rare growths. A very easy way to go to all of them, though, is you go, depending on the map you're in, you go to this key mission, right? On any map, it'll tell you what you're missing and what you can get. So like gathering tip, rare growths are full, recycling stations are full, right? Key mission, outpost is facing imminent incursion. That's the tower defense for your bases, and I can upgrade my depot node. I'm not doing that right now though. But we see rare growths are full. You can just track it and you can go to it based on materials that you need. All of the maps have different materials and stuff like that, so you can go around, make sure you collect your materials every day. I think they have different timers, I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't take that many materials to level up your characters though, so I feel like collecting the materials every day is kind of OD, but if you're fully min-maxing everything, you know, power to you. I think on average though, they take like a day or two to recover depending on what the material is. And I'm pretty sure they recover a bit at a time. All of them recover a bit at a time though. That I know for sure. And what is else in Valley 4 and Wuling? I think that's about it. We did the stock, we did the depot delivery, we did selling your materials, we did recycling station, grabbing leveling materials. Next thing and last thing left is going into Wuling here and making sure you are doing your environment monitoring. All right, so we're gonna go over to Wuling here, sitting in another loading screen. Okay. We're just gonna load this bad boy up, go into Wuling, has to load up my like absolute like titan of a factory, you know, and then once it does that, then I can you know, we can also do my sell in Wuling as well, you know, I do my sales in Wuling. There is separate sales for each area. You teleported once and it gave you less for what it showed. Yeah, if you teleport, it makes you it makes the delivery have less quality. You lose 20% per teleport on deliveries. And as you level up the delivery, it has more restrictions on it. But yeah, now we're in Wuling, right? And there is environment monitoring. I don't have my environment monitoring available though. So, but these are, you just click on these and you can just go take pictures of things around the map. It literally will have like a, you know, go to location there. You can take a picture of it. I did not know this takes 2 days to recover. That is crazy. This does pay you a lot though for just taking pictures. So I guess that makes sense. What we can do though is my Wuling Stock Exchange and see what we got going on there. What we got? 1511. We're at 90 out of 100. Okay. 173, that's my best? Well, we don't want to overcap tomorrow, so we got to buy something here today. Yeah, I just got nothing. I got straight buns today. It is what it is. Yeah. Unfortunate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy 40 of this because I'm going to be getting 50 tomorrow, right? So I'm only going to do the, you know, the max I need to do to not overcap because we don't want to miss out on money, right? And then I'm not going to sell it. Then you go to my friendship real quick. We're going to go to this guy and we're going to make like a little bit of money, but not too much. This is going to make like barely anything, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Also, Elay, you said, why does your zipline not work? It says unpowered because it's unpowered, bro. I mean, that's you asked a question that it answers itself in the question. Also, Brandon, you said M2 Astra with Sig. How should you build her? Are you required to get the attack threshold? Her attack threshold is, I think Astra's is like 3,400 or some junk. But like 3,200 is fine. Yeah, so you should be chilling. Anyways, so we're gonna do this sale in wuling. Did I not buy the material? Am I bugging? Oh wait. Wait, did it go up as I was here? Oh wait, no, it's just not showing it for some reason. I don't know why it's not showing the material. I always go to the bulk selling anyways. So we make 165k off of this, and I spent, I don't remember how much I spent, but I'm not making that much money off of this. We're at 280k right now though, which is pretty good because we're going to make gear as well. And yeah, so last thing I wanted to do in this video, this is a long video though. I don't even know if I make gear in this video. Should I even make gear in this video? I mean, the whole point of the video was supposed to be daily stuff, but like, you know, maybe I do adding gear as well. I don't know. Wait, is this gonna put me in wuling or in whatchamacallit? Oh wait, no, it's gonna put me back in my base. I just thought about that. Also, this snow shine art is fire, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, the artists they got for these wallpapers, all of these wallpapers cook, bro. Some are not as crazy as the other ones, but these artworks cook. And I follow some of the artists that made these on Twitter. They have some like popular artists that made these. Like look at her though. Oh my god, fluorite. Oh my, like this one is sick, bro. That one is fire. That one is straight heat, bro. That one is straight heat. All right. Just, you know, loading screen. Taking its time. Slowly but surely. Surely but slowly. Surely but slowly. Slowly but surely. Okay, we're back. All right. Gear crafting. Should I save gear crafting for another video? I think I should. I should craft it for another video. Yeah, alright. I'll do gear crafting in the next video, which I'll literally record after this one. That is everything you should be doing in Arknights Endfield, though, every day to min-max all of your rewards and everything. Hope you enjoy. Follow, subscribe, like, all that type of stuff. Comment, you know, something you're doing in the game, your favorite character, something like that. I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/gib. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video.